Your main is a confession. You think you just like the character. You don't. The role you keep crawling back to, game after game, patch after patch, it's a little window straight into your personality. And honestly, some of you are about to get exposed. I'm gonna go through the classic mains. Find yours, but just try not to get defensive. Quick disclaimer though, this is going somewhere real by the end, by the way. Stick around, there's an actual psychology twist, but first, let's judge you. First off, the one trick. You play one character. One. You got 400 games on them. But someone bans your main. Your entire night is ruined. You'd rather dodge than play anyone else. Here's what it says about you. You crave mastery and control. You'd rather be a god at one thing than mediocre at 10. Which is genuinely admirable, right up until the exact moment life throws you a variable you can't control. At which point, you completely fall apart. You're not adaptable, you're specialized. There's a difference, and you find it out the hard way every time your main gets picked first. Second, the support main. The selfless ones. You just like helping the team. You don't need the credit. Liar. You keep a mental scoreboard. You remember every single time you saved the carry's life and he didn't say thanks. You've got a whole spreadsheet of unappreciated sacrifices living rent-free in your head. You pick the giving role, sure, but a part of you is quietly furious that nobody's noticing how much you give. You don't want no recognition. You want it so bad, you picked a whole role to earn it. You're also probably the friend everyone vents to and nobody checks on. We should talk about it some other time. The entry. You go in first. Always. No plan, no patience, just vibes and violence. You're the one peeking before the team's ready, whiffing and typing unlucky, like it wasn't 100% your fault. You're a stimulation junkie. Waiting physically hurts you. Your brain wants the dopamine now, and it does not care about the consequences. When it works, you look like a genius, and when it doesn't, which is often, you've already died and taken half the round with you. You're not brave, you're impatient with extra steps, but God, you're fun to watch. I'm the entry, by the way. Now let's go for the sniper, the AWP main. The opposite disease. You want the clean pick, from range, from safety, on your terms. You'll sit holding one angle for 90 seconds for a single frag. You don't want to fight, you want an execution. You're a control freak and a perfectionist. Chaos makes you deeply uncomfortable. You need everything set up just right before you'll commit, which makes you lethal when the game's calm and completely lost the second it turns into scramble and nothing goes to plan. You don't adapt to mess, you retreat from it. Then we have the meta slave. Something gets buffed, you're on it within the hour. You don't have a main, you have a spreadsheet. You play whatever is strongest. Patch to patch, no loyalty, no sentiment. Tier list says jump, you say how high. You're a pragmatist and an optimizer. And honestly, you win more than everyone roasting you for it. But there's the tell. You'd rather win playing something you don't even enjoy than lose playing something you love. And that says something. Winning isn't your preference, it's your self-worth. Which is a fun little thing to sit with. I just play what's fun. And then there's you. Off meta. For fun. Allergic to doing what you're told. Everyone says your pick is trolling and you just say, they just don't get it. You're a contrarian who's built an identity around not conforming. Which is great. Genuinely. Creative wins games sometimes. But be honest about the other half. It's just for fun. Is also the world's most convenient excuse. Can't lose if you were never trying, right? Sometimes the fun pick is genius. And sometimes it's just a comfy place to hide from your own rank. You know which times are which. I won't tell you. Now, the twist. Okay. Real talk. Here's the psychology I promised. Some of those probably felt scarily accurate, right? Like, I read you specifically. Here's the uncomfortable part. They're written to do that. And there's a name for that trick. The Barnum effect. Back in the 1940s, a psychologist gave a bunch of students a personalized personality test, told each of them the result was uniquely theirs. They rated it super accurate, like, wow, this is so me. Plot twist. He'd given every single student the exact same paragraph. Identical. It just felt personal because it was vague, flattering, and a little bit call you out. The same recipe as horoscopes, tarots, and yes, what your main says about you video. Your brain is desperate to see itself in things. Give it a description that is specific enough to feel real but loose enough to fit anyone. And it'll do the work of going, oh my god, that's all me, for free. So if 3 of those readings felt accurate, that's not me being a genius, that's your own brain filling in the blanks. That said, the support main thing, yeah, that one was real. We all know it. So does your main actually define you? Kind of not. There's a real silver in there. We generally do gravitate towards playstyles that match our temperament. The risk takers pick the risky stuff, the control freaks pick the safe stuff. But most of that, wow, it's so me feeling? That's the Barnum effect, having a field day. Here's the real tell though. The thing that actually exposed you isn't your main. It's the second I started this video. You scrolled straight to your own role to see if I'd get you right. That says everything. Tell me your main in the comments so I can judge you personally. Anyways, talk to her.